Menu narration option is set to off.
Thanks, Coach. Well, both teams were hoping the rain would vacate the Green Bay area by kick, but alas, it's still falling pretty steadily in and around Lambeau Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Detroit Lions and the Green Bay Packers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
Let's go, baby.
What? Like 20.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
What?
Here's the second year back from Southern Miss, Ito Smith. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Hey, 4 down, 4 down. Here we go, here we go. Motion, motion, motion.
Out of the gun. Goff. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A give to Smith out of the gun. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Ito Smith looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down.
Kill.
From the gun, here's Goff. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first...
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll go with Darius Geis, who missed all of 2018 with injury. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Flacco from the gun. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
On first down, this is Geis. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they're in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Back to the ground on first. It's Geis. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 2nd and 11 now. Flacco under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, Flacco. He wants it all for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. DJ Moore. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they do the interception,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. To throw is gone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. George Kittle, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, you know, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
Third and long. It's gone. And that is incomplete. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on third down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
On fourth down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Shotgun handoff now to Geis. And he is going to lose yardage here. That second down play nets a -4. Good opening quarter for him. Remember, he had the sack earlier. Now a tackle for loss, another tackle for loss.
He's really making it tough on the play caller, though, isn't he? Because it's one thing to try and adjust when a guy is disrupting your running game. But when he's messing up your passing game as well, they may have to devote at least a second guy to him to try and keep him away from their plays.
Third and long for Joe Flacco. And this is going to be incomplete. Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's gone. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Now it's gone. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Walker. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Here comes Grant on the return. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? He said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. On the draw, they go to Geis. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
51. It's on red.
First and 10 here for Flacco. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. To pass, Flacco. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. DeMarcus Lawrence, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Check 9, check 9. Check 52.
Operating out of the gun, Flacco. And he's going to go down again. Ryan Kerrigan. The offensive line is in tatters as that's now 3 sacks in 3 plays. Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
It's 3rd down and 6.
The Packers on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6.
You. 58's the mic. 58.
A shotgun snap for Gone. Looking for Funchess, but it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And they'll start out here with a jet sweep, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Setting up to throw, Flacco. Able to find his running back, Geis. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Corey Littleton there on the tackle.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Looking to throw on second down. Flacco toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
But he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
That's going to be a long day.
Now Flacco. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Ryan Kerrigan able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And Succop missed it. It's no good. He missed it wide to the left. And this score will stay right where it is.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. Yet in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this is caught. First catch by Brandon Marshall. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. From the 50, it's gone. It's caught. Smith. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now gone. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Marcel Darius flies in at 331 pounds for the sack. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Here's Geis. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. 8 yards on the run there, and that trims it to a 3rd and 11 coming up. So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. From the 29, Flacco. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on third down.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
They'll try and get it with Geis. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
First down, Lions.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Flacco to pass. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Now Flacco. To the right side, and he's got more complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. Now it's Flacco. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 25-yard line. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
On first down, Grant. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Yeah, he'll find Hall. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
A red zone first down for Flacco. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now a give right side. It's Grant. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Third down, Flacco from the gun. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This will be spotted at the 37, so it's a 47-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. He stepped right up like a pro.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Bound to lose one. 58, boys. 58. 58. Come on. 12.
Back to throw. Gone. Noodle's got it. Complete. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Smith. Tackled that time by Sidney Jones.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
They go back to the ground with Smith. Now they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
You're not gonna get me? 58, boys. 58. 58, Mike.
Hey, Charlie. Day, every day, any day.
And 58 is the Mike. Go 58 is the Mike. Hey, tighten down. There you go.
Value three.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Silver. 58.
Out of the gun. Gone. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
Listen.
58, boys. 58.
Hey, Delta.
Hey, I'm coming after you. And 58 is a Mike.
Here we go on 4th. Gone. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Goff now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Goff now looking to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. Even though this offense doesn't have a single point to its name, they're not totally out of this game yet. A touchdown here, they could be in business.
And how about that last play? Now they've got momentum going, so you know I'm a big advocate. Get back on the line of scrimmage. Throw another play at them while you've got them rocked on their heels.
Goff now looks to throw. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Scoring has really been at a premium. And, Charles, you got to tip your cap to this defense coming in here. Their offense, too, but this whole team coming in here on the road, getting a hard-fought win.
I think the way that they're finishing this one up, an exclamation point on a terrific game. As you
They need. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
After the interception, here's Goff. Complete to Hilton. He's at the 50. 30, the 20, 10, touchdown, Packers. T.Y. Hilton, 98 yards, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. So that's a really big play here in the 4th quarter, and don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just 1 score. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Tight end right. Everyone's got 4 down.
Check the heart rate.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up.
On 2nd and 9, Flacco eluding the pressure right. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. And they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
On 2nd and 9, Flacco nowhere to escape, and he goes down. K-Wad Short able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still...
It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for Detroit. 54 yards.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now a give right side. It's Grant, and he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
2nd and 12 at the 21-yard line.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Operating out of the gun, Flacco. This one complete to the tight end, O'Shaughnessy. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up, whether it's on your...
He's got a man, complete. 20, 10, with it. Touchdown, Packers. T.Y. Hilton with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from taking the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And it is good. So they take the lead, and now the pressure falls on their defense to try and hold on.
14, Lions 13.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little...
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. He rifles complete. Caught by Moore. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. They're going to look to throw on 4th with Flacco. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Here's a former 1,000-yard rusher, Stephen Ridley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards, first down, Packers. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Staying on the ground, this time it's Smith. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Call it a gain of 11 yards, and that should just about do it. Great time there to come up with his longest run of the night. We just saw it.
Leads to a lot of satisfaction because if they're able to hang on and win this game, you know what else will happen in the locker room after this?
What's that?
Head coach will step up and go, great job, guys. Because of that, come in a little bit later tomorrow.
And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
Leads to 2nd and goal. At the
On 2nd down, here's Smith. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and it took a big 4th quarter to do it, but bottom line, they got the job done.
Yeah, it is the bottom line, isn't it? A few anxious moments along the way, though. A few